Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today, we are continuing on with Draconic Ascent, the Rise of Tiamat. And no, this isn't the chicken Tiamat, this is the normal bitch. Our party's still in the lower dark. They'll get out one day or die trying, one of the two. As for how they've been attempting to die recently, we will let dear Asmir catch us up.
All right. Um, when we started last week or 2 weeks ago, we were fighting some Firecreen that had invaded our camp. The fight took pretty much the whole session. We had Axie was blowing things up, and Ruben and Torkel on the front lines smashing people. Dorje had his little magic cutlass going. And it started out a little rough, but we kind of turned things around. And when we thought we were on top of it, another wave of them came, but we kind of made short work of those as well. And then when the battle was over, we were all pretty much drained. I think Ruben and the construct were kind of working on some maneuvers. The rest of us just sort of sat by the campfire, and then we took a long rest. And that pretty much sums it up, I think.
Ruben's been getting bludgeoned to death with a shield in the background.
My brains.
That's a pretty good description of what happened. Jill almost lost Marshmallow, but luckily enough, Marshmallow has survived. But we are going to move on to the next day. You'll briefly meet with the Fort Squad. They seem to be having issues looking for some kind of key, as well as they have discovered the Mournshade cannot be killed and they're having to kite the damn thing. So they're having issues, but they are still working on it.
The
At
Mournshade
least-
was that thing in that room, right?
The thing that murked you, yes. The angry blanket. But that is what you got from Toshinori and Merlin. Nimi seemed incredibly tired. Bonnie has been keeping Vilrissa in check. So you really didn't have the chance to talk to either of them. Not that I think any of you want to talk to Vilrissa.
It's not so much that we don't want to talk to Vilrissa, so much as she
might slit your
vehemently doesn't want to talk to us.
I don't want to talk to Vilrissa.
But we rejoin our party shortly after the fort team has headed back in to take another crack at the fort to try to get the damn thing cleared. What are the lot of y'all doing?
Asmir's going to go to Axie and just ask to say that one is. I'm not sure if it's a spell or ability, but that move you keep doing where you blow everything up with fire, but you spare your allies. That's really impressive. What do you call that?
It's an ability that I trained with a number of evocation wizards for. It's sculpting the spell, knowing where to break the spell around others. Merlin would be able to teach it better than I can.
So it's basically a sculpted fireball spell.
Correct.
That's impressive. I'm working on the fireball spell. I'm hoping to get that down someday, but
Mine's
if I
not
could ever do that,
quite as powerful as a true fireball. But it makes quick work of things. Merlin can do something similar as well.
Well, it was certainly impressive last night. I did a really good job.
Thank you. I will admit he has a wider range of what kind of explosive he can use. I am limited to fire.
Have to talk to Merlin about that as well.
There's a nod. She's just been kind of sitting off to the side. Marshmallow is still grumpily next to the fire going, ow. And you've also noticed the sapphire dragon, Saphira, has left her draconic form and is sitting as a young woman looking to be just a little bit younger than Axie. She's probably around her preteens, if not a little older, based on what you can see. She is sitting with Doot in her lap and giving him scritches.
You said Marshmallow is groaning in pain by the fire?
Nah, he's more annoyed. He almost died.
Torkel would probably be over there giving him scritches.
His soft, buttery fur is rather beat up a little bit.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is what?
Does anyone else like without having to click on the right?
That was an
mouse
update
button?
about a week ago.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it does the.
You can
lines
turn it off
automatically.
in the ruler.
oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Tandy.
But yeah, so Torkel is just giving Marshmallow some big old hand scritches.
His fur is a little matted with blood still, but Sizzlewick has tried to clean them up, but Marshmallow's a little grumpy right now. Those bugs were beating up on him.
Oh,
Granted, he beat the crap out of him back. I think he crushed one of them.
he bit one's head off like he was chewing on an almond.
Yeah. So,
Dorje turned to Asmir. Hey, Asmir.
Yes.
Is there a way you think we could figure out how to beat Torquil in cards?
Years of practice, lads. Years of practice.
Yeah, short of coming up with some intricate cheating scheme or me using some sort of magic to read his mind, I don't know that I'm going to beat Torquil in cards anytime soon.
Well, what's his secret, you think?
Well, I think he's a lucky bastard for part of it. I think he's been playing for a long time for another part of it. I think he's probably pretty good at reading people.
he does have eyeballs in his stomach.
That's a new thing.
Yeah,
Well-
the battle bus.
He's been playing a long time, a lot longer than us. Well,
Maybe we can practice some then. I don't know if that would work. But
yeah, well, I mean, if I get better cards than I did last time we played, it would be a help too.
Are you all whispering this, by the way?
They didn't say it, so no.
no.
Well, I don't know if you're in earshot or not, but
He's across the
I'm not.
fire. He's like 10 feet away from you.
What was that last thing you said? Something about the cards? Getting better cards?
if I had gotten better cards.
Yeah, he rolled
You got.
terribly on his hands.
It's not just the cards, lad. It's also the way you look when you get them. You need a face of stone. And granted, Goliaths are kind of have the advantage on that.
I'd certainly like to learn. I mean, I had my fair share of gambling, I'm sure, when I was on the boat, mostly dice. But I do like to.
Well, anytime you want, I'd be happy to help you learn a thing or two. Always happy to take your money.
You can see off in the back, Axie has stood up and is starting to do sword drills she learned from Praetor and from her time as a knight. with the flaming sword she usually hangs on her hip.
Yep. Can I see Axie over Marshmallow, or
No.
is it?
I imagine not.
Yeah.
He's got a big butt. You can look around him, though.
I would probably hear the swishing and look over.
I mean,
You need a
not
farm?
really. There's no
Really?
metal to go swish. Her sword's made out of fire.
Fair.
You can hear more her shuffling around.
But I would hear shuffling around, and I guess I would look over. You need a partner to spar with us.
Not for the moment, no. I'm working on
Oh, let me
footing
know.
more than that.
Well, let me know. Let me know. Everyone else has been sparring around here. I could use with a touch up.
Asmir looks like you could use a fight.
I look over at Asmir. You know how to fight with something other than magic, Asmir.
I could swing my staff at you, but I don't know how much good it would do. Probably wouldn't be much of a challenge.
Be a good way to learn how to duck.
Hey, I could borrow your staff, and you can learn how to dodge my strikes.
All right, I'm game.
You probably don't want me to use my sword, that's what I'm saying.
I definitely don't want you to use your sword. I don't really want you to use my staff, but we don't really have anything softer, so just
Oh,
don't swing too hard.
hold on. I got some idea. Let me get your stick for a second. Torquil's gonna head over to Asmir.
I give him my staff.
Torquil's gonna go back into his tent. He's going to take his sleeping roll, wrap it around the stick, and tie it off with some rope. Make basically a padded stick.
It's not the best because the leather doesn't roll all that well because it's pretty thick. At least not in terms of make it for a staff, as thin as staffs generally are. But it's decent. It's very off balance.
Yeah, we're just training Asmir how to dodge. As long as it wouldn't kill him on the contact, I think we're good. So Torquil comes out with your staff just like roughly wrapped with a bunch of leather. There we go. This should keep you from getting too banged up in the head.
Let's- This is better than nothing.
Right? Ready yourself, lad. And Torquil
All right.
basically just gets into a baseball hitter's position and just swings.
And Asmir just like goes down into the fetal position.
What are you doing, lad? You can't just go down onto your belly and curl up like that. You need to actually move. You need to duck and weave.
All right, let's try it again.
Asmir, something clatters to the floor in front of your feet.
Look at it.
It's a wooden sword.
Oh, look at that, a wooden sword. I pick
Where'd
it up.
that come from?
Came from a highly suspicious hamster.
All
Is
right,
it
why
like
don't you
this
use the wood? How about you use the wooden sword? I'll use the staff.
Oh, how big is a sword?
It's about the size of a short, long sword. It's a little shorter than a normal one, but not much.
Torquil takes it. It's probably like even smaller in his hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really used to using some of this, but I can try. Are you sure though? I mean, Torquil like wraps his knuckle against the wood of the sword. It's probably made of some sturdy material, right?
Surprisingly sturdy, but also surprisingly giving.
Torquil gives it like a squeeze. The hell? Feels like some kind of sponge. Like but thicker. Huh.
You think you could
later.
do some decent
Mhm.
damage if you beat the hell out of somebody with it, but be better than hitting them with a rock.
Fair. Torkel gives it an experimental swing. Probably feels like more like a short sword in his hand than a long sword.
Longer than a short sword. Not quite long enough to be a long sword. It's more of an arming sword.
Gotcha. Right. Well, I can't really get any real good swings with this thing, but that actually benefits you, Asmir. So, all right, here. Torkel quickly pulls the leather off his staff and tosses it back to him.
Catch it. Ready myself.
All right. And Torkel swings,
And
coming from an overhand.
Asmir steps to the left.
Good. You don't just drop. You gotta move. You gotta. Here it comes from the right, and Torkel swings from the right.
Yep. Step the other way.
I will need, as this fight starts continuing to go on, I will need an acrobatics check for Torkel.
Okay. Turn on normal roll. 16.
Torkel, as you're working on your footing and dueling Asmir, there's a set of rocks that are fucking with you. They keep moving right into you where you're going to put your foot, or right behind it when you try to do a small step back. They're just being asinine.
Do they
And
look? Do they look identical? Like, do the rocks? Does it look like the rock that keeps trying to trip me? Is it the same rock?
No, it's two different rocks. You can see them.
Torkel's gonna put a hand up. Hold on a second, and attempt to kick the rocks out of the dueling area.
They clatter away.
There we go. All right, back to it.
The moment you step in to swing at Asmir, the fucking rock is back. You feel it brush against your toe.
Asmir or Torkel?
Torkel, when you step in on him.
What the? Oh, hold on a second. Torkel looks down at these rocks, like really looks at them.
Both of the rocks you just kicked aside are like right in front of you again.
Torkel looks down at them. Asmir, take fight for a second here. And Torkel puts the sword to the side and picks up the rocks.
They're little rocks. Not much bigger than your
Let's
big
go.
toe.
In the hell?
What's going on?
I could swear I kicked these aside just a second ago, and now they're back. Torkel looks over at the group. Anyone looking suspicious?
Sizzlewick seems to be looking into the fire. Saphira is still petting Doot. Marshmallow is asleep, you think, and Axie is sitting cross-legged meditating in front of her tent. I don't know what Xerxes, Dorje, and Reuben are doing.
Asmir's-
Slowly dying from the sparring with Praetor.
It's been a couple
Asmir's-
hours since then, so you're not the worst off, but you're alive.
Hmm.
Asmir's going to study the rocks. Do I see anything unusual about them?
Nope, they look like rocks.
My guess would be someone's using a some sort of mold earth spell on you. Around that.
Maybe. But you know what? Torkel kind of just tosses the rocks behind him. That just adds spice to the duel, you know. Uneven terrain. That's something that you'll have to deal with in real combat.
Yep.
Terrain's been pretty fine for you, Asmir. You don't know what he's talking about. Nice compact dirt under your feet.
Torkel picks back up the sword. Let's get back into it.
All right. I ready my staff.
Anything else happen while we duel?
Oh, as soon as you start dueling again, those rocks keep finding their way under your feet.
Can Ruben see this?
With you laying out on a rock and look at the ceiling, no.
Uh,
If you look
never
over
mind
there,
then.
you could, but I don't think Ruben's looking.
Dorsley's probably watching.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorja, if you're watching, you can see the fucking rocks moving around under Torkel's feet. It's not the, oh, I'm super subtle. You'll see the rock move around his foot to get right under where his heel's about to drop. And then as soon as he picks it back up, the rock skitters away.
Hey, Torquil,
Hey,
toss me those rocks.
all right. Hold on, Asmir. Torkel picks up the rocks again. No, and he looks at them. Are they the exact same rocks?
Same rocks.
Someone's fucking with me. There you go.
Dorsley will hold on to them. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to these. So let's see what the heck happening.
All right. Torkel takes an experimental swing toward Asmir.
Asmir manages to get his
Asmir.
block up.
Any more rocks appear under my feet?
No.
Do the rocks move in Dorja's hands?
Nah, absolutely still. But I'm sorry, Asmir, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say I was gonna step back to dodge the
Fair enough.
blow.
So what will you do, Torko? Are you going to beat up this small, abandoned wizard's apprentice?
I'm not beating him up. I'm just, taking like half strength swings at him. Getting used to dodging around using his feet.
Fair, so you're going to get back into it?
Yes.
As soon as you start to find the flow, the fucking rocks show back up. In Dorje, they're not the ones you're holding. As
Torkel
two
just-
new
It wasn't
rocks
me.
are jumping over Torkel's feet and just being a menace.
I give up, and he'll just toss the rocks to the ground.
Do the rocks he tossed to the ground come to start fucking with me too?
No, just the new
Okay.
ones.
Torkel just kind of like just grits his teeth and bears it as someone is trying to fuck with Torquil. He doesn't know who. Hell, it could be Asmir for all he knows.
It does
he's
seem
a-
to be giving Asmir a little bit of an advantage. Because it's not enough to truly get in your way, but it's enough to distract you slightly, which is giving Asmir that little bit of an edge. Not that it's really helping all that much, considering he's not all that good in melee. But he's trying.
I think after about like how long do you think Asmir would be able to keep up a duel? Like with his I think it would be Constitution, right? To see how much stamina he would have.
That is just as long as Asmir is willing to push on.
How long do you think, Asmir?
I don't know, probably start to get bored of it after about half an hour at the most.
You are going to be pouring sweat, as it's con and strength. And
Yeah,
dex,
so I'll
it's
be-
all of them.
Yeah, I would probably stop the duel once I see Asmir starting to wheeze a little bit. All right, lad. You done good here. Go take a seat.
Yeah, appreciate it.
As he's talking and saying this, you see the rocks float up behind him and float over his head like cat ears.
Over whose head?
Torquils.
Oh, I just grin. See if look at the crowd, see if I can figure out who's doing it.
Roll me investigation.
I'll probably notice the grin, right?
It's not hard. You're looking right at him. But Asmir, you do notice something. Asmir.
All right. I just kind of chuckle and
Torko gives you like a raised eyebrow look, like, Lord, what the hell are you chuckling at? I'm grinning at.
just the rocks. It's nice
Okay.
to have helpful rocks around.
You look around, Torkel, and you don't see the rocks anymore. They seem to have fucked off.
Be honest with me, like, was that you fucking around with the rocks? I ain't gonna be mad if it was. It's a decent strategy to use. Just, just curious.
Promise you it wasn't me. I can't move rocks.
You know who was? Was? Sorry, I tried to say that as a question.
I've got an idea who it might have been.
You see one of the rock ears twitch as if a cat is thinking.
Oh, eh? Any chance you'll tell me?
I think that might take away the fun.
Torkel turns quickly towards the group.
Everybody's
Okay.
chilling. Dorje's still holding those rocks. Or no, I think he threw them down.
Yeah.
Dorje, Xerxes, Reuben. Y'all can see the rocks that are acting like cat ears on top of, right above Torkel's head. As he's glaring at everybody over there.
Not really glaring. I'm more like just scanning.
Yeah,
Like,
that looks like a glare. An intense look.
No worry, Tuckwell. I know exactly what to do. Ruben picks up one of the rocks that Dorje had put down, turns back to Torkel and says, "All right, I'm gonna need you to stand real still."
What? What you doing with that?
Hang on, don't want to mess up my aim.
Your name? Odd. Think about the consequences of your actions. I probably say that right before Ruben tosses it.
Yep, it goes flying just as you say that.
Roll me a dexterity check.
All right.
I laugh like a hyena if you.
I would have proficiency because of Tavern Brawler, right?
Correct. Improvised weapon.
Alrighty.
Actually, it's still thrown. It'd still be strength. Not dex.
Okay, even
well,
better.
no, this is a super targeting, not just yeeting something. So it would still be dex.
Okay, in that case, I'll
Proficiency
use
dex.
the net stats. 15 to hit.
You're aiming for a relatively small target. Are you aiming for Torkel, or where are you actually aiming?
Aiming to knock down one of the ears.
You miss it barely. As it suddenly shifts about an inch to the side as the rock goes sailing over, and you hear a thud as the rock goes flying into that tent.
Like a
What
buzz
exactly?
and hit something, or
It should have clattered if it hit the ground.
Ruben blinks twice as he registers a sound and readies the other rock. Hold on, Twinkle. I have. Oh
No.
God!
You see the tent flap open and an eye-twitching sheep look out the tent.
Lad,
Ruben is
why,
immediately like hiding the other rock behind his back.
lad, why do you have a look of abject terror on your face right now?
You see it
Fuck.
stare at you, Reuben, before sliding back into the tent.
Okay, target practice has been canceled for the rest of the day, so we'll have to find another way to solve the little hovering ears problem.
Wait, what? And Torkel like reaches up behind his head.
You reach over there, you slide your hand over your hand over your bald head. You don't feel anything. As Reuben, you see the ears float higher to go over his head, over his hand.
Oh, that is just sneaky right there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hang on, I'm gonna fix this. He goes over and starts climbing up your body to get onto your shoulders. Yep,
What
yep.
the fuck?
Here, let me just. I gotta
What
get
the
the
fuck are you
hold here.
doing?
And he's going to attempt to jump off from Torquil to catch one of the stones in the air.
They're only about a couple of inches over him. You just gotta reach up and grab them.
Got him! As I pluck one of the stones out of the air.
Yep, goes away just fine.
Yeah, I will bend over and show Torquil the stone that was hovering by his ear.
Lad, so wait, that was just floating above my head.
Yeah, like a bad mouse he is.
The fuck? And wait, did you try to knock them down with that rock earlier?
Reuben looks over towards the close tent and looks back to Torquil. No.
Then what the hell were you doing throwing that rock?
Who was throwing a rock? No one was throwing
You
rocks, especially not me.
you tossed a stone right over my head.
Oh, that must have been something completely different. Definitely not the rock that hit the tent where the devourers are.
Wait, what?
Oh, Dorje's just kind of laughing his ass off over here.
Hold on. Rewind real quick. Did you say there were? That's my tent.
It is? Oh no, your stuff.
Torko starts walking over to the tent that Ruben bent, like just sprawled on top of his head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as soon as he starts moving, Ruben's probably gonna fall off. Yeah.
Torko takes a peek inside.
Perfectly fine. Suspiciously clean.
The hell? It was definitely a lot messier last time I was in here. I'm a rough sleeper. Did they make my bedroll?
You have your bedroll.
Oh, I mean the sleeping bag type thing.
You don't have a sleeping bag type thing. You only
Isn't
have a
it?
bedroll.
Oh, I thought there was a thing that comes with these scents.
No.
Ah, fair
A
enough.
tent is a tarp, some sticks, and some rope.
Fair enough. Well, Frank, I believe what you said that there was a devourer in here. Ain't no devourer in here no more.
Ruben kind of leans up from the ground, rubbing the back of his head. Ah, it's like falling off of a mountain coming off of you.
Well, I am a mountain born.
Reuben, you hear something clatter behind you.
Turns his attention that way.
You see on the ground a suspicious pair of rocks.
Oh, not again. And he goes for a very cat-like pounce upon the two rocks.
They don't move. It's almost like they're rocks.
Got him.
Oh, Ruben, you're silly. Those were just above your head.
Oh,
Eh?
you got you. Well, those rocks, CC, did the rocks, were they the ones that were giving him the cat ears?
Yeah, the ones that are behind him he just grabbed are those same ones.
Oh, you don't have the cat ears no more. Looks like someone's idea of a practical joke is giving people stone ears.
Well, unless they start
Rubens.
showing themselves, I'm gonna start giving them stone eyes.
So we got Torquil Stone Eye and Ruben Stone Ears.
Well, you know, come to think of it, I think I'm going to have to change my name. I ain't Stone Eye no more.
So what? You gonna call yourself Torquil Stomach Guy?
No, that would be incredibly off-putting.
You still got stone eyes. It's like when you're playing cards, your eyes are like stone. No one can read them.
Well, technically speaking, my old name was Stone Face.
You hear Sizzlewick from the back. We could get you an eye patch. Nobody could prove you don't have a stone eye.
Ooh, I bet yet we could take one of these stones and carve it into an eye patch.
I think that would be incredibly uncomfortable.
Not every nickname needs to be completely literal. You can subtlety can be a virtue in these things.
I don't think
Yeah, that is
Torquil's
true.
one for subtlety. So as you hear Saphira in the back.
For the God's sake, I'm an 8 foot tall Goliath with scars all over my chest. Well, stomach. I'm about as subtle as a house fire.
You hear in the back from Axie. Yeah, he's much more of a burst in the door and look, here are my nipples, fear me kind of guy.
To be fair, you guys have never actually seen me in my fancy duds.
Does that include a shirt?
Aye.
Why don't you
Well,
wear a shirt? Ruben at least makes sense. He's covered in scales.
Well,
By
I
the
mean, I
way,
also wear the chainmail here.
well, to be honest, don't really like it.
You like to air out your nips?
No, I like the breeze.
Axie
But
nods in the
one
background.
thing-
Plus, cold doesn't really affect me that much, so don't really need to. I'll wear proper clothes on like social events or if I'm in a nice town or something.
You can see Prater just standing in the background, just watching. He's standing over near the entrance to the cave.
Oh, hey, Prada, you've been keeping watch on the camp. You see what's causing all this, floating stone business?
Correct.
You have? What is it?
It is not my place to say.
Well, what the hell does that mean?
It
I
is
th- I
not
think
my
I'm-
place to say.
I think what he's trying to say is, well, he just doesn't think it's his place to say it. Like exactly what it means, lad.
Irvin, you can see out of the corner of your eye Saphira cover her mouth and start to giggle a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick Arcana check. Ruben knows a thing or two about dragons. Does he know that sapphire dragons like Saphira have telekinetic capabilities?
They're generally psionics. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities, but it's a thing she said she didn't have.
Okay. Let's see your
Granted,
arcana.
she was saying that when a lot of things were being said.
Yeah, Ruben has the two wires, but cannot connect them together.
He's sitting there staring at the spark plug going, what is this? Do I lick it? Is it a stamp?
Well, whatever it is, it's just having the rocks hover above our heads, not actually dropping them on them.
Hey, harmless tomfoolery, honestly.
I used to know a goblin named Tom Fool.
Was that Sizzlewick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was he like? Real serious fellow?
No, he was a practical joker until he lost his head.
Ooh. Literally or metaphorically?
Literally.
Ugh.
You
Was it,
see her eyes kind of glance over at Reuben.
Blood?
I mean,
I turned to
as far
Ruben.
as I can remember, I don't think I beheaded any goblins. Did I?
Things went very badly during the fight against the goblins. In the Goblin City. You do remember Sizzlewick and Aku are the only actual ones that survived that event out of that tribe.
No. Sorry about your friend back then. We weren't friends back then, so
Oh, I didn't say he was a friend. He was a fool.
Some of my best friends are fools.
Yeah, but he wasn't the fun kind of fool.
Is
He
any
got
kind of
involved
fool
in the
really fun?
cult and that weird blood beast.
Blood beast.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all had some interesting times before I met with you, didn't you?
You could say that.
Oh, that kind of answers my follow up question of how he lost his head. So, what the hell should we do now? Still gotta wait. We still gotta wait for Nimi and the rest to finish up their business.
Well, I don't expect it to be too long. Just looking for the entrance to that room, right?
Yeah, but they still gotta kite around that fucking floating bastard that killed me. Well, I don't even know if it was the thing that killed me. There's a lot of things that could have killed me.
yeah, I thought that you were killed by the zombie swarm or whatever was. I don't know if the thing that I was hovering about killed you or not. I was in a closet then.
Well, to be fair, the last thing I remember before getting my ass knocked out was some creature with a tongue.
Gross, you got tongued by one of the zombies?
Something hit me with something. I don't know. I don't know if it was a tongue or not, but it hit me and I went down for the count. Anything that happened afterwards, I got no idea.
If memory serves, you opened a door, found a ghast, and got punched in the face while the Morin Shade was coming down on you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the punch in the face probably came so fast I didn't even notice it. I didn't even realize.
Oh, you had time to see that motherfucker, because you had enough time to go, oh, fuck. And then went down.
Yeah, that was fun.
But what would the party like to do? Is y'all just kind of chill, have a day off? Make Nimmy do all the things.
Remember those two doors we never opened?
Hey, what about them?
Do you ever wish we had opened them?
Yeah.
You mean on the second floor?
There were a
Yeah,
lot
with
of doors on the second floor. Y'all didn't open.
well, the ones with the that room where that demon was in the circle, and Ruben almost knocked the candle over because you were trying to hold him back.
Oh, that fucking no, lad. I don't wonder what the hell was behind those doors at all.
But there's something really cool behind those doors.
Well, dang,
And
now I'm starting to wonder myself.
I bet we would all be 6 feet under right now if we had tried to.
I mean, you were, and you got better.
Aye, but at what cost? That bastard deer gets to do do whatever the fuck it wants with Nimmy now.
Not the deer.
Yeah, right.
You hear from Maxie in the back.
Aye, not her patron or whatever.
Yeah, we really don't want to give him more leverage over us.
Hey. And I distinctly remember screaming. Did no one hear me say, "If I when I die, don't let those sheeps eat me"? That was my only request. There was nothing in there about reviving me at the cost of something horrible.
Technically, you didn't say not to.
Also,
You know what?
you know those things. How are we going to stop him if that happens?
Yeah, I'm not stopping them, Torkel. They'll probably eat you.
I mean, I'll make the token effort, but I'm pretty sure they'll kill me in the process.
I'll stand like 20 feet away and be like, actually, I don't think he wants, and then stop talking.
Look, if I do happen to die, do your best, but don't risk your lives. But at the very least, send my sword back to my home.
Where is your home? You hear from Saphira.
And I'm out. And where? The Goliaths are usually in the mountains of Frostmourne, right?
They're wherever the hell they want to be. But generally, they're in northern areas. We can actually go check. Da, 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 da. They live on the highest peaks. They can.
You know what? I'll just say like the mountain range near Fandelver. I know there's a mountain
I'm
range there.
not sure if the sword mountains are tall enough. Da, 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 da. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. They're in northeast, the Thresk Mountains, the Mountains of Copper, the Sunrise Mountains, and the Ice Rim Mountains are the main Goliath tribes. There's also some in Chult and northern Erok. And then they're up on the spine of the world.
I like the Frost one.
The Frost one, the Ice Rim?
Yeah, the Ice Rim, the Ice Rim clan. So it's a mountain range called the Ice Rim.
Oh, so you're from the far east.
I never really thought about it.
You're over near the Endless Waste. You're up from the other side of the continent completely. If you're from the Ice Rim Mountains. That's over near the lake.
What's a mountain range that would be near, a little closer to some of the places I've been, like in
Closest one's the Spine of the World. That's just up north of Sword Coast.
Okay, so the Spine of the World. I'll say that one.
There's two that fight viciously up there.
Oh yeah, they could be like, I didn't like the whole clan fighting thing, so I just left.
Yeah, they don't like each other at all.
So it's called the Spine of the World, you said?
Spine of the World. Yep, there's two that fight over that fight very fiercely over territory and resources. You have the Aconith from Sky Tower Shelter and the Thunalak Al Aga from Wormdoom Crake.
I ain't gonna even try to pronounce that last one.
Me
So
either.
What was the first one called?
Akhenathi from
Akhenathi.
Skytown Shelter. Sky Tower Shelter.
Sky Tower Shark. God.
I'll send you the information.
Thank you. But to answer, who was it who asked it? Was Axie or Sizzlewick? Just one.
Saphira,
Yeah.
actually.
Huh. Sometimes the voices are hard to tell.
Yeah, that's why I've been saying who's been saying it, because I've been doing the best with sports.
Alright. So Torque will turn to Severe. Oh, well, I'm from one of the tribes on the spine of the world. The Akhenathi.
I'm not familiar with them. But there's a lot of things I'm not familiar with.
Ah, you're young, lass. You'll learn.
Yeah, she's real young. She's like a month or two old.
Delivering your sword there seems like a lot of work.
I mean, you could just, I don't know, mail it. I'll know if any of the mail services will get up there though.
And there's a few
Yeah.
that go up to the Dales. It's unlikely they have too many people that head up to the tribes, but it's not impossible. And you hear from Axie.
Whose name should we write on the envelope?
Torquil.
You won't be there. You'll be dead. That's the whole point of this. Or is your family also named Torquil?
Well, that's gotta get confusing.
Well, I mean, there weren't any other Torquils in the tribe, so they would know who the letter was from.
I think he's asking who we're sending it to.
Oh, Well, none of my family is still alive. The clan's still there, I'm sure, unless the fighting got real bad. I mean, just send it care of the Akhenathi. The runes on my blade will speak for itself. Because if I remember correctly, when we switched swords, it was like the sword absorbed my own sword.
Yeah, the other sword just ate yours. He just went, nom nom nom, mine now.
Which is weird for just a +1 sword, so makes me wonder. There's just some kind of weird shit with the sword, you see?
Who knows? Nobody's looked into it.
I mean, if we find another, if we find a +2 sword, will it eat this one, or?
Yeah. But yeah, so Torquil just like points at the runes all over his sword. It's basically like if found kind of thing. It's not a magical. It just identifies me.
What will they do with your sword once they have it?
Probably stick it in the sword grave. My people are real combative. There's this other tribe on those mountains that they just can't stand. I can't even pronounce their names most of the name of that tribe most of the time. It's a real mouthful.
Well, Doc. Well, if worse comes to worse, and we do need to send off to your family, well, search the lower dock here for the finest postal service that can deliver to the highest point of the above world.
We couldn't be much further away from your home, could we?
We should
Actually, no.
find that. We should find that postal service now and then mail ourselves there.
I don't think that would work, Lord.
I
Could you
heard
imagine
about a
how
story about a
expensive
flat man that mailed himself places. Axie.
A flat
Yeah, but that's just one guy. With all of us, the postage alone, that'd be incredibly expensive.
Not if we could figure out how to flatten ourselves to the size of parchment. Then we'd just be a really thick letter.
Is there magic that can do that?
Not that I've ever found, but I've heard a story.
This is the kind of outside the box thinking that we need.
Now, you see, our thinking is trying to get us inside of a box.
If we try to put me in a box, you'll have to pay for oversized packaging.
No, we'll just fold your legs.
I really hope you mean bend my legs.
No, I mean fold them. You'll be about as thin as a piece of paper. So it'd be about the same as bending him.
I'd love to know the logic on that. Like, I also I want to know, but I also don't want to know because the imagery I'm picturing right now is completely horrifying.
Ooh.
And I see,
We could try folding Reuben into a paper bird.
I've read of people that can use magic to turn themselves into gas. We could turn ourselves into gas. It'd be really cheap to send us stuff somewhere. We probably
Problem with
wouldn't
that is that we can't move all that fast. You hear from Sizzlewick.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
just
no.
have to be in a box and get mail ourselves.
I mean, magic like that, I don't think it doesn't have like some kind of time limit.
Not too terribly long unless you're a vampire.
Well, there we go. Let's all just turn ourselves into vampires.
There's some mind flayers nearby. I'm sure they know how to do it.
I'd rather not ever go near a mind flayer ever again. Not ever it got pulled out of my skull.
Besides, why do we need to talk to the mind players about it when we can just ask Nimmy?
Can vampires turn other people into vampires?
On that same note, can Nimmy turn herself into a cloud of gas?
I mean, I know she can turn herself invisible.
I don't think Nimi can
Is
even
that
make
the same
gas.
thing?
You hear from Maxie in the back.
What'd you say?
She doesn't even think Nimi can make gas.
What, you got digestional
Actually, you
problems?
Actually, you always got to take the conversation into the gutter.
I mean, that's a valid point. The lot. I mean, the loss is on all put in diet. I can't imagine that's good for your gut health.
You see, Axie is leaned back on her palms and is just lost in thought.
Hey, it's a good thing that Nimmy and the others aren't here to hear all this, because if they were standing right behind us while we were saying all this crap about them, we would be in so deep crap.
You
Uh,
see
uh, uh,
Saphira look over and her eyes kind of go wide.
hmm?
Ah, crap, they're standing right behind me, aren't they?
No, lad, no one's behind you.
Damn, I thought that was gonna work.
You see Saphira stick her tongue out at you, Reuben.
Hey, no need for that.
You think she's making fun of you or playing a joke on you. Teasing is the word I'm looking for. Teasing you. What is
Yeah,
Dorje and Asmir and Xerxes up to?
Listening to the conversation, but hearing Torquil talk about his tribe has gotten him to really kind of think about his long lost family and how he doesn't have anywhere to go that he knows of. So he's just kind of self reflecting.
Saphira seems to be in a similar boat. What about you, Asmir?
I've, I've been I've been joining in the conversation where I could, and
Oh,
just
I just want to make sure.
yeah.
Xerxes, you up to anything over there standing behind a marshmallow? Oh, sitting behind a marshmallow.
Not really. I was just intaking all the information from everyone.
If how close Marshmallow is to the fire, they're not roasting, are they?
No, they're just chilling.
They're getting a healthy brownie on their belly. No, we've been standing out here talking and doing all kinds of stuff, playing practical jokes on each other. I look around to see if anyone like kind of looks guilty. We haven't even had breakfast.
Can't point there.
Torkel gets up from the stove and walks over to Marshmallow. Hey, big lad, let's see what you got in your pack for a good old breakfast.
You managed to pull out a full carton of eggs and some ham.
Ah, ham and eggs. Breakfast of champions right here.
Oh yeah, bring on the meat.
Any butter?
No, no butter.
Oil? I got like some kind of
It's got some
olive
oil.
Torkel pulls that out as well and fishes out his camping his what do you call it, the rat what do you call it? Where is it? It was
The mess kit.
the mess kit, and puts it to its like fry pan configuration, because I think that's what it does, right? You could use it as a fry pan.
Yeah.
Right. Who wants some tasty sunny side eggs?
Ooh, extra crispy for mine.
Yep, hit me up.
Yeah, over medium, please.
It's just as you're going to crack the first egg, Torquil, you hear a cry of pain echo through the entrance.
I pause mid.
Echo,
Or-
stop. Continue on.
I pause mid strike, about to crack the egg, and I look over at Prater. Prater, what the fuck was up?
You see Prater's reacting to it too and is looking down the path. You don't think you're the only one that heard it.
Did everyone hear it or just
Oh, everybody heard it, yeah.
okay?
Ruben hops off the rock and towards Prater. I need to work up the appetite anyway.
Torkel puts the mess kit away and puts the egg back in what I'm assuming is like a hay filled basket. I don't think they have egg cartons here. And heads over as well.
You see Prater has his hand on his sword but hasn't drawn it. He's as still as a statue. And considering he doesn't shift weight like y'all do, it is eerily still.
Does someone want to go check?
Hey,
Ruben will strap on his shield as he takes some steps forward.
do we see anything?
Not a thing. Nothing in the tunnel that leads back out to the opening, anyway.
Did the sound of the cry of pain sound familiar at all?
Roll me perception.
I'm gonna use a hero point for advantage.
And I'm going to expend the use of my newfound bear token to get advantage as well.
20.
Let's see here. And 17.
Neither of you recognized the cry, but it sounded human. Sounded male. A little gruff, maybe? Based on what you heard, it might be somebody like Torkel or Dorje. Not race-wise, but more in build-wise.
Remind me, the exit of this cave leads to that outcropping that we would go down to go to the fort, right?
There's a cliffside off to the side, and then there's other places you can go. But yeah, you're on the top of the cliff.
All right. Torkel will look at Ruben. Or come with me. I'm gonna need your dark vision.
Yep. Ruben will climb up onto your shoulder once more.
Torgal,
Ruben looks back to the others and say, "All right, while we're investigating, you guys keep an eye on the camp. Make sure nobody gets a drop on us like the Bugmen did."
if it's something bad, we'll immediately run back in.
And if we hear scuffling, we'll run out.
Ruben gives a nod and points forward with Torquil. Onward.
Torgal starts hitting out. Once we're out of the cave, I'll look around, or in this case, Ruben. I hope would look around and let me know if there's anything around.
I mean, it's still kind of glowy. You're not in pitch black. The mushrooms glow.
Oh,
So you can see not very far, but you can see a little bit.
Do I
It's
see
only
anything
when
around
you're
the
like
cave?
in like a place in the fort which doesn't have glowy mushrooms in it.
Okay. Well, once I'm outside the cave, do I see anything? Anything around here?
There's a wide open space. You're back in the lower dark itself, and outside of Hill's safe little cave. I'm gonna need an investigation check. Or no, it's a perception check, since you're just looking around.
All right. I'm not gonna use a hero point on this one, unless Ruben, do you have what do you call it? Proficiency with perception?
I do not. It is a flat goose egg.
Then can I use my my proficiency with perception to give him the advantage?
Sure.
Alrighty.
So Torque will just look up at Ruben. You see anything?
Hang on, didn't click advantage, so second roll. 18.
You don't see anything moving around you. No monsters, no beasts. Nothing.
All's clear. Nothing moving.
Mm.
No sign of where that sound came from.
Torque will head over to the cliff's edge, take a look at the down below where the where the path is, and where we got attacked with that what do you call it, the feathery lizard thing,
The rock drake.
the rock drake. Yeah.
You, yet again, everything is still.
This is odd. This is odd, lad. I say in a quiet voice to Ruben.
Definitely suspicious.
All right, let's head back inside. We'll stay on alert, and if we hear something again, we'll check again. But I don't know.
Hmm.
Definitely odd. It was a male stream, you know.
I may have a bit of a risky play, but not if it's gonna put any of the group in danger.
There's no bad ideas. Let's hear it.
So I can use my magics to amplify my voice. Sort of letting whoever let the cry of pain out know, like, where are you? Help is nearby.
Well, any other place that might be a good idea. Down here, that's basically ringing the dinner bell, and us being the goddamn main course.
Yeah, you
You
see why I say
hear
it's a risky play.
the echo of another cry of pain.
Do we hear where it's coming from?
It's echoing throughout the rocky area you're in.
Yeah, but even
Almost
in an echo chamber,
impossible to tell where it's actually coming from.
right,
Because
That's
by the
Alright,
time it
so
gets to you, it's already bouncing off of multiple things.
and we don't see anything. No flashes of light, like from a torch or something. No anything at all. Not even like the smell of like blood in the air or something.
Nothing moving, nothing that seems dangerous. If you're going to be starting looking for tracks, blood, or anything like that, that's investigation or survival.
I have proficiency in survival.
yep. Ruben looks down to Torkel and says, "Okay, I know you said my plan would be ringing the dinner bell, but whoever's out there is ringing their own dinner bell at this point. If you can't
Okay.
track down anything, then I'll take the option."
No, hold on. Cece,
Mm-hmm.
that second scream did it sound exactly like the first one. Like it was like
Like
It
a
is not a
recorded
mimicry or a recording.
Okay, so it's not like something trying to draw other things in by faking a scream or something.
I mean, it could by making a little bit of a different scream. It sounds like it's coming from the same thing, but it's not the exact same pitch.
I'm gonna look around, see if there's any tracks, or you said trying to smell blood or something would be survival, right?
Well, you'd notice based on passive. If you smell blood, you'd be looking for tracks, trails, anything like that with survival.
Hmm. In any other place, I would go with Ruben's plan, honestly. But this
No,
is the
I
lower.
believe you.
fully understandable.
Well, I hate to say it, but uh, making that much noise, it would be the worst idea to do down here. Right? It would essentially be saying, "Hey, there's a whole bunch of things over here to eat." All right, now who's ever screaming like that is probably attracting the worst beasties down here, because I'm pretty sure beasties that live down here just love the sound of pain.
Which means we're short on time, and, well, at this point, there's little risk in bringing something since something's already coming.
No, lad, we don't know if anything's coming. That scream could be coming from anywhere. It could be coming far away from us, carried by the confines of the Lord Ark, or it could be leading away from us for all we know. Right now, you doing what you had the idea for would be putting the whole group in too much risk for my liking.
Ruben gives a nod and does the, zipping his lip gesture.
I hate to be callous, I don't like it. I'd like to help the poor fella if it is a poor fellow who's in danger, but we gotta think about ourselves. It's both survival of the fittest and survival of the most cautious.
So what will the two of you do?
Torque was gonna head back inside the cave unless something stops me.
Weren't you gonna make a survival check?
Oh, right.
I'm just like, are you going, I'm gonna look for tracks. Nah, I don't need to do that, and walked off.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna check for any tracks that aren't don't look like Thrycreen tracks by the cave entrance. Like I'm making sure I'm not accidentally looking at my own tracks or anyone else's stranger tracks.
Mm-hmm.
A 7.
Funnily enough, you do find some. You can't really tell what kind of creature. Um, you think you see boot prints, but it's hard to tell. As something was dragged over them, and whatever was being dragged was bleeding. It looked like it was bleeding relatively badly, not like artery cut bad, but fucked up.
And the boot prints definitely don't look like they were made by anyone in our party.
It's hard to tell. You can't
Mm.
really tell as they've been scraped over by whatever was being dragged. You know it's probably not yours though because your foot's fucking big.
Yeah, and I don't think Ruben wears shoes. And Ruben was walking is on my shoulder right now. And it's not leading into the cave. It's leading
Past.
like past it in the direction that none of us have ever gone in before, like towards the
Axie
mushroom
and
woods.
them probably have. Nimi probably has as well. You, Reuben, and the rest of the boys probably haven't. Oh, no, Reuben went hunting and got some eyeball mushrooms, didn't he? Eyeball meat.
Yep.
No, we already had the eyeball meat. Remember?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we
Someone
that came
brought the
from
eyeball meat. It wasn't-
Tyrannosaurus.
Right. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's been some hunting going on from this area. I don't think it was any of y'all.
God damn it! There's something came past here, being dragged and dripping blood. I mean, but that means they're sent here. Fuck. All
Tell you
right.
what, Torkel, I got the dark vision, I got the schnoz here and the healing capabilities. I'll I'll follow the path here. You'll run back to the others and get reinforcements.
No, lad.
Y'all are right outside the tunnel. It will take him 10 seconds to get over there.
Yeah, but but Torkel will say to Reuben, "Well, you're wearing chainmail for the God's sake. You're basically like a ringing dinner bell. If we're gonna track this down, we'd all have to come all together."
Can we hear them talking, or are they too far away?
They're speaking low, so it's not carrying into the tunnel.
We'll go inside. We'll see how the rest of the group feels. If we should do this, if we all decide to help this poor fucker, then we'll all go. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Right. Torkel heads back into the cave and lets everyone know everything that just happened.
And Reuben, are you going with him?
Yeah, don't make any noise if I'm carrying a shoulder, right?
I mean, you still clink around because he's moving. But I do, with your kobold predilections, I need a perception check from you specifically.
All right. Let's see here. Perception. I am going to burn my MVP to re-roll that with advantage.
Oof.
Okay,
That
technically
is
better.
enough. I was looking for a 10.
Alrighty.
You see out of the corner of your eye as Torquil is moving back with you on his shoulder, there is a glint of something catching your eye. Looks to be hidden under some of the mushrooms near the drag marks.
What was that there, Torquil?
Hmm?
I spy with my little eye something glittering.
The Cobalt Fund has seen a shiny. Let's see it.
Ruben is going to flip off of Torquil's shoulder and head towards the shiny.
You manage to get over there and look into some mushrooms, and you find what looks to be a wooden haft, kind of half hidden by the mushroom.
One more time, wouldn't have to, you said?
Yes.
Oh, shiny about Lynn Heft.
The pommel.
Oh, that. Okay, so it's not. So it's like not the haft of a spear. It's like it's like the thing of a sword.
Spears have a pommel as well. It tends to be metal. Mm-hmm. It's the balance weight.
Ruben's
Sometimes
gonna,
it's a spike that gets used to stab people with.
Yeah, Ruben's gonna reach out and grab the wait, the haft is the part that you do grab, not like the blade, right?
It's the shaft,
Okay, yeah.
the woody
He'll
bit.
reach out and pluck it out of the mushrooms.
You pull it up and you see that was even more covered is the full head of a hand axe. A beautifully carved one that's seen some better days.
You're up
Yes,
there.
thank God. Yeah, Ruben, seeing the axe and seeing the blood trail, is gonna narrow his eyes as he starts taking off towards it.
You're just leaving. You're leaving Torkel without a word.
He's gonna like look back and say, "Get the others, get reinforcements."
Well,
And he's
Torkel
gonna keep running.
he doesn't scream, but he kind of like kind of tries to project his voice a little bit toward Ruben. What the hell are you? What the hell did you find? Did Torkel see the axe or no?
I mean, it's in Ruben's hand. You could see it just fine.
Do I recognize the axe as being like someone's we know, or
I mean, I don't think any of y'all carry hand axes.
I carry a hand axe?
Yours are on your belt.
Damn it! Torkel immediately rushes back in and says, we gotta go. Ruben's got to send us something. He's run off. Hurry up.
Oh, what?
Let's do it.
That's all Torkel says before rushing back out to chase after Ruben.
Do you think it's the cult?
I got no idea. Someone's screaming. There's a trail of blood outside the entrance to the cave, and Ruben found some intricate hand axe. Did it have any like dragon-esque filigree or markings on it, CC?
You didn't.
From
You
myself?
weren't close enough to tell.
Oh, okay.
Praetor says somebody will need to remain behind.
We decided on Praetor staying behind. Yes.
That's why he said it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep this place safe.
Are y'all leaving anybody else behind, or are you just leaving Praetor behind?
We were planning on taking everyone else, right?
I'm just making sure. You were.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe we'd be. If we can squeeze them for the cave entrance, Axie and Sizzlewood could probably be going on Marshmallow back, right?
They're on foot for now.
Okay. Yeah, Ruben following the blood trail and taking off like a dart.
Torkel's probably trying to keep up with you, while also trying to make sure nobody gets left behind.
It's much harder to follow once you step out of the little clearing that was in front of the cave. Ruben, I will need a survival check to pick it up again.
All right. I am going to burn my holiday hero point, bring me back down to the regular max of 5, just to gain advantage on this. Survival, he said?
Yep.
All right. Click on advantage and. Oh,
You lose it pretty quick in your haste. But for those interested, if you look into artwork, you will see the image itself of the axe.
That's a nice axe.
Mm-hmm.
It's seen better days and it's a little worn, but it's still a very well-made axe. And something that immediately stands out to you, Ruben, this is made out of actual wood.
Like none of the fungal mushroom substitute down here.
Mm-hmm.
When
Actual hardwood.
When Ruben loses the trail, does he stop, or does he just keep running frantically?
He, when he loses track of it, he does kind of slow his pace as he kind of is glancing about, trying to pick up the trail once more.
He's a grand total of 15 feet away. He didn't make it very far. He's kind of up to his waist in mushrooms, though.
Torkel jogs up and puts a hand on Ruben's shoulder. Well, you can't just run off like that, especially not down here, he says quietly.
I know it's not the smartest decision, but I can't risk another person being lost down here.
I don't even know who it is, lad. It could be a complete stranger. It could be a cult member for all we know.
Casimir's gonna scan around, see if he sees anything.
Still
In the
nothing
distance.
seems out of place. No fire, no monsters. You think you see in the lake a ways away the aboleth breach briefly.
Can Dorja just stop and listen for a minute? Just tell everybody to shh. Let me listen.
Meanwhile, Ruben is going to hold the hand axe up to Torquil Haft first as he whispers, "Feel it out. It's not mushroom. It's not anything down here. It's actual wood. Wherever it
Torquil
came
take-
from, it came from the surface."
While
Torquil takes
Torquil's
it.
looking at that, can I get a perception check from I think that was Asmir?
It's Dorje.
Dorje, sorry.
The one that was listening?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Dorje.
sorry. I thought Dorje had said something right before. Dorje, you can hear it very, very faintly. The sound of that man in pain, but it's getting distant and still very echoey.
It's not near, guys. But it's whoever they are still alive.
Torquil quickly uses one of his uses of magic awareness just to see if this axe is magical at all.
No.
No?
But can I get a
Just
history
normal.
check with advantage?
Sure. Yeah, advantage history check, okay. 17.
Torquil, you're a man of the mountains. You've lived up a lot of your lives, and after that you went traveling. The first place you ended up after leaving the tribe is, of course, the dwarves. This axe is of dwarven make. You immediately recognize the metalworking. As no one's more intricate than the fucking dwarves, except maybe the gnomes, but the gnomes are a very different kind of intricate.
Any inscriptions on the axe? Any words that in like dwarvish or something?
Not that you can see.
This is dwarven made. Good quality, decent amount of quality. Definitely seen some use.
It's seen a lot of use for an axe, for a dwarven axe to have this much wear and tear. That axe is probably at least 2 generations old for humans.
This is multi-generational.
And at least
Human
for you.
gen-
For the dwarves, probably not. But dwarven weapons are very hard to wear down. So you're probably guessing with that roll 75 to 125 years. At least.
This thing's at least a century old if I'm right. There is blood on the blade, yes?
There's blood on the blade, the top of it, and some on the pommel. It's not the pommel, on the haft itself.
Does it look like regular like humanoid blood or does it
It's
look kinda
very
weird?
red.
Okay.
The same blood you bleed, the same blood Reuben bleeds.
It's around this time that Marshmallow will be making their way out of the cave, right?
God, they've all caught up by this point. Everybody's there.
Ruben looks at the giant hamster and gets a little bit of an idea as he takes the axe blade back from Torquil. I know you're not much of a bloodhound, buddy, but do you think you could pick up the scent?
You can try. He's gonna give a sniff, snorting up. He ain't got shit. He's got a 10.
Did you lose the trail, lad?
There's just not enough for me to follow. I'm not an expert tracker or anything.
I don't think anyone here is. I can give it another go. I found the track to begin with. Torquil starts looking around for the tracks.
Roll me another survival with advantage.
Oh, you said with advantage. I'll roll again. 10. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna use a luck point to try and do a better roll. Damn. 10's my best then.
Lucky
Well,
for
that's
you,
the
is
rolls.
10 what you needed. As you
Nice.
do manage to pick it back up.
All right, I got it. Let's try it.
Wait, does this mean that he gets the name back?
Hmm?
Wait, does this mean that he gets the luck point back then?
No,
No, he still uses it.
I just
Ah.
choose whether or not I take it or not.
Okay.
It still uses it up. But yeah, Torque will start leading everyone down the path.
What exactly did you see? You hear from Axie.
In terms of what?
Just in general, they were in the cave. They don't really know what's going on.
It's not really saw anything. There's a path through here. Looks like something came through. The dragon something, and there's blood, and something out here is screaming, or someone at least.
Male.
Hey, there's some guy out here. Good chance he's being dragged up by some kind of beast. And based on that action, could very well be a dwarf.
What would a dwarf be doing this low?
I don't know.
Are there so are there dwarves in the cult?
I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't know. Probably. There's probably all kinds of folk in that damn cult. But
We
that's for
didn't
the
see
dwarf.
any. That doesn't mean they're not there.
Hey. Plus, I don't know. Dwarf. I never really understood dwarven culture all that much. Goliaths and dwarves don't really get along all that well. Use a couple generations of slavery will do that, you know.
We can divvy up who's ally and who's enemy after we find well, what's hopefully not a body at this point.
Do we still hear the screams?
They've moved off too far by this point.
Well, either they've gone too far away to hear, or they've stopped screaming. So could be a toss-up, honestly. As we're walking, I'll turn to Ruben and ask, "Well, I gotta ask, what the hell made you want to chase after this complete stranger?"
Ruben kind of gives a little bit of a hard look back to Torquil. You did die down here. A lot of us almost died. I just, ever since we lost the little guy and, his hooch, healing's just fallen onto me and Dude's shoulders, and I haven't been living up to it. I don't want to see any more needless death down here. Be
Well,
it from us, be it from a stranger. It's been
Well,
enough, and I won't stand it anymore.
You see
Well,
Axie
also-
nod in agreement.
Also, if this person found their way down here, maybe they know a way out.
I'll be honest, I kind of doubt that, but lad, that's a noble sentiment, and on any normal occasion, I'd probably agree with you wholeheartedly. This is the lower Dark Lord. I don't know much about it, but from what I've seen so far, you gotta pick your battles.
And if you were
Seems
the
like we're
one,
picking ours now.
and if you were the one being dragged off, only to find out somebody ignored you.
Exactly. We gotta pick our battles down here, but they don't get a chance, or they don't get a choice in who picks their battles for them.
It's understandable. I'm just if it's something we can't handle, and if we can get away, let's get away. Remember, we got purpose. We got shit we need to get done. Dying down here for someone who again could very well be a cult member.
Saving him's a pretty good way at turning him away from the cult.
That's a fair point.
Besides, cult member and not a cult member, they're in trouble. What comes next? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And right now, I'm getting to it.
All right. Well, come on. The path leads this way. And Torkel will keep blazing the trail, following the path of the drag marks in blood.
Axie's going to look back to the others to see if they're going to come or head back to protect the camp with Praetor.
Asmir's going.
I think
Dorje's gonna keep going.
separating. I think separating is a bad idea. So
Yeah.
Ruben is going to look back to Xerxes, though, as he says, "Do you think he can send your familiar back to Prada? That way, if something happens, he can come to us or we can follow him."
yeah, I can do that.
Xerxes, you don't think Bale left the camp in the first place?
I was gonna say I don't know if he left to begin with.
You
So,
haven't seen him come back out of that tent since the attack.
because I know he was there, and yeah, I didn't ask him to come, so he's probably still at camp.
Alrighty,
He's
that works
still
out pretty
over
well then.
there. If you needed him, you would have said something. He's just like, I ain't fucking going over there. I ain't dying for some dumbass bitch that got himself kidnapped or something.
Well, and worst case, if we do need him, I can summon him to me.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, whatever the reason, we do have our lifeline now.
I'll start following Torquil into the dark. Is there anything y'all would like to do as y'all are walking? You can see Sizzlewick is staying towards the middle of the party. Saphira has turned back into her dragon self and is flying just above your heads. Axie's close up to the front. And Marshmallow is taking up the rear. Because his butt is biggest and can protect the most number of people that way.
Asmir's just going to try to stay in the middle, and while Torkel's concentrating on the trail, Asmir's going to be looking around.
And Dorje's gonna be listening as much as he can.
As Ruben's moving, he's gonna kind of bring that hand axe up to the side of his head as he starts to mutter something in Draconic. It
I
is
thought
a
Torkel still had the hand axe.
Nah, Ruben stole it at some point.
yeah. I took it back to see if Marshmallow could track it for smell.
Oh yeah.
In Draconic, Ruben just says a short prayer to Bahamut to the effect of, "You pulled me out of that pit for a reason, to help others, and to punish those who did evil. If this be your will, carry me through this next fight, and let me save this guy."
So you'll start to move along following the path as you get more out into the open a little bit, going through less dense patches of mushrooms. It's far easier to follow the scrape marks as they're moving across. You do find small places where the blood is pooling, though. Torpor. Not like super bad, but at least a little bit.
Some places the beast must have stopped.
At least for a moment. Can I get an investigation check?
Yep, and I'm going to use a hero point. Oh, forgot to do the thing. I'll just roll more. Again, where is it? 19.
As you're looking at the pools, it didn't pool long enough to be here for more than a couple seconds. But you're starting to wonder if these pools are where the screams came from.
Torkel's the one that, but he's going to have a kind of like a thought and look around very, very hard, just checking to see if he sees any movement whatsoever. Because screams like that, like I was saying before, would attract things down here, and the smell and these pools of blood would be putting out scent. Would he see anything in moving around in the foliage or
That'd be a
mushroom?
perception check.
Normal roll. The hell? Oh, there you go.
Everything is eerily still.
Torkel will kind of mutter very quietly to Ruben, who I'm assuming is keeping close with Torkel. Keep a very, very close eye on your surroundings. These things would attract all kinds of beasties.
Ruben gives a nod as he does a quick scan of the area.
It's all quiet.
Too quiet.
Well, is the lower deck a very quiet area? Like we would probably not hear a lot. We would probably not hear a lot of animal noises, right?
Not too much.
Yeah.
But this is oppressive quiet.
Yeah. But not
Like
hearing,
the lower dark itself is holding its breath.
but not hearing or seeing or anything like that. Torkel would continue forward, following the trail, but keeping a very, very weather eye around.
It takes you a while, but you do eventually find another pool.
Is this one a larger, or
It's about the same.
there's the second scream?
And the last one's even further away. But you do eventually find a small third pool. But
Are
you're
the
starting
tracks
to get very familiar with how to follow this dragged mark.
are the marks getting any fresher? Like it seems. Does it seem like
They
it's getting
already
closer?
look pretty fresh.
Oh,
The blood has not dried.
so it hasn't been here that long. Will I be able to tell how much further we are until we manage to catch up to this beast and its quarry?
There's no way to know.
With that in mind, Ruben, his eyes go to the, you're familiar with the reptilian feralness when he gets agitated, as he starts taking off at a faster pace.
Torkel would keep a hand on your shoulder if you try to like get ahead of the party. Well, I'm the one tracking this beastie down. Gotta keep me in front.
And
Going
pick
as
up the
fast as I can.
pace. Time's running out.
I'm going as fast as I can without losing the trail. But it's getting it's fresher and it's easier to find, so we can pick up the pace a wee bit.
As y'all are moving along, y'all see the path is leading out of the open and towards the edge of one of the cavern walls. As you can see, there's a large catacomb's not the word I'm looking for.
Cavern? Or
Cave?
No.
alcove?
No, it's an area where there's a lot of pillars and branching stones holding it up.
Crevice?
No.
No. God, there is a term for that in
I
geology.
just don't know what it's called off the top of my head. You know how
Cavern?
still
No.
no.
No, he said cavern already.
In
right.
like bird bones, they're hollow and they have the stretchy bits of bones to fill it to give strength. Almost like it's honeycombed.
Okay.
Just not all rectangular things. But it's a more enclosed area with a lot of stalagmites and stalactites in it. But it's not quite a cave or a cavern as of yet. It's still relatively open.
A hollow cavern, natural volcanic formations.
You can see the path leads into that way.
Well, we've made it this far. What's stopping us from keep going?
Do we see a trail leading into this
Does. Same one.
cavern?
As you enter and the walls start to tighten around you, Eventually, you start seeing something that's more familiar to you. Webbing.
Mhm.
And soon enough, the trail leads into what is very, very obviously the entrance to a cavern.
Look, spiders.
No, not spiders.
I'm gonna. If you said that like in character, Torko would slam his hand over your mouth.
If
'Cause
y'all
that
look
was-
in artwork, you'll see exactly what you're looking at.
oof.
Ooh.
The term is spelothium or something
I've
like that.
never heard that before. But
As a general
sure.
term for a cave filled with mineral deposits like stalagmites, flowstones, etc.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
There's a
no,
word.
that's
I
an
don't know
AI
what
thing.
word I'm looking for. But yeah, that's what's in front of y'all.
Ruben's gonna look back towards Asmir and whisper under his breath. All right, keep that one fiery ball spell of his at the ready. Feel like it's gonna come in real handy.
Noted.
Do we hear any skittering?
Nope. Not at all.
Does the cavern have like a glow to it? So or
It
are we
is
dealing with
dark.
Yay? Oracle turns to Ruben. Time to be my seeing kobold.
And
I
there's
think I can do you one better than that. Ruben is going to climb up onto your shoulder and crane his head upward. All right. This ain't exactly ringing the dinner bell, but it's definitely gonna get some attention.
No, lot. No, would you stop when Torque was about to tell you to stop?
You can grab his snout.
No,
Yeah, Torque immediately grabs hold of Ruben's mouth and like shuts it.
er,
Lord, what are you about to do? One of your cries in the cave that is clearly full of spiders.
not a cry, a bolt of fire, a signal flare.
That would be worse. You'd set fire to everything, and then everything in there would be pissed off and attack anything they see outside the cave.
It won't fire. Take hand off. Snout can talk.
Torque lets go of you.
Look, we have a pretty good idea of what dragged him off by this point, right? Which means that we aren't just looking around, what's around us. We gotta pay attention to what's above us, too. And for that, we need light.
Axie hands you a torch.
That is a much more sensible thing right there. Thank you, Oxy.
we might actually have more luck fighting them out here than we would in there.
A fight out here might attract bigger, worse things. There's a lot of bad things down here.
It's true. Fight in there though is going to involve a lot of webs that we could get stuck in. Also, that could get caught on fire pretty easily.
Funnily enough, the entrance doesn't look all that dense with spider webs. There's some large spider webs hanging off of like the mushrooms and whatnot, but usually you would think the ground would be almost carpeted with spider webs. To make this much spider webs, usually they're relatively large in size, but you're not seeing a lot of that webbing. That puts
So
it as the core of the den.
okay, so it's not like a cavern full of spiders. It's probably just like one big one.
It might lead to one, but you're not stepping into the heart of it yet.
Okay. We'll keep for now, and Torkel will. What's a good way to put out the fire on a torch? Like shake it around a bit. I don't know.
Push it on the dirt.
Yeah, Torkel will just kind of roll the torch on the dirt to to extinguish it. For now,
It's
we'll
actually never
roll-
lit it.
Oh, I thought it was lit already.
No, she just handed you a torch.
Oh, I thought it was lit. But Torque will stick the torch into basically into the side of his belt. Look, for now, we'll stay low light. Ruben, you'll be my eyes in there. We don't want to attract any attention. If we're lucky, we can get in and get out, save the person, not have to fight whatever the fuck took it. If we need light, then Ruben, then you can use your firebolt.
I'll
How tall
just-
is how high is the ceiling to this cave?
25 feet. Well,
Okay.
the entrance is anyway.
So those of us with dark vision would see if there's something on the ceiling if we looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruben looks back to Torquil and says, "Trust me, Torquil. If we need light in there," and he gives a little bit of a mischievous grin, "there's gonna be a lot of light."
Oh, I know. We got a lot of fire users here. We will be fine for light in there, but for now, let's try to keep things stealthy. I know that'll be hard for you, Ruben, with the chainmail and all that. Does Dorj wear heavy armor?
Mm-hmm.
Same for you, Dorj. Just I don't know. Try to think light thoughts. I honestly don't know.
Well, you're tracking them. You take the lead.
Hey, Torkel will continue. Will look for the tracks and continue inward.
Oh, you
following.
don't need to track him anymore. They go directly into the one hole in front of you. It's very obviously where they're going.
Yeah. So Torkel will start heading in.
So,
Yeah, as he heads in, what do my kobold eyes see?
I will be showing you. Let me make sure I set this up right. I believe I did. Place the party.
I am getting Devil's Sight as soon as possible, as soon as I can.
Delete the Nimi.
Me too. That's on the list.
Marshmallow, I fucking healed you. Get your health bar back.
Man, you already have dark vision. Everyone here has dark vision but me.
Actually,
Yeah, but I want to see. I want to see a magical darkness.
I mean, Dorj is, well, he's a half elf, right?
I
Yeah,
think they
mhm.
have dark vision.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
dark
we do.
vision.
It's Axie and Torkoal that are going to struggle. And Hamster, because he's a hamster. Or Marshmallow, not Hamster.
Yeah. I'm sure Sizzlewook is being their seeing eye. Oh, aid. Nice.
Very nice.
And if I remember correctly, that adds 5 to your permanent, or not your maximum for
Correct.
duration.
But just put it in your
Yeah.
natural and don't change your max because you're going to forget and just increase it.
I'd argue, but yeah, I have a terrible memory.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I put a little +5 next to my max and change the actual hit point number.
That's what I do. Just don't do it in the bubble because they could accidentally change it.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. So, this is what you can see. What would you like to do?
I can't see shit.
Well, Ruben will
Oh,
keep you.
Torkoal doesn't even have his vision on. Yes, you do. I just didn't give you the 5-foot dark vision. Can anybody else not see anything?
I can see a pretty good amount.
You have dark vision. I'm not surprised.
Pretty much everything within the immediate, 60 feet of Ruben.
Effective light. Is anybody not able to see anything? Because everybody should be able to see at least a little.
Everything up until about
I
this
know where
point.
you can see. It's fine. I know yours is set. If it is set, I have it set right. If you can't see anything, I don't have it set.
I can see stuff.
So, What will the party do?
Well, first and foremost, keeping Torquil abreast of the situation. Mostly webbing nearby. Looks like it goes pretty much everywhere. Nothing immediate. Starts craning head upward, not to shoot the fireball, but just to,
Check the
search.
Well, just keep me from walking into it, lad. I can't see more than 5 feet in front of my face, so you're gonna have to guide me.
Can do.
So you start
Feels like-
moving forward, Xerxes, and you see there's a large cliff right in front of you.
How far down is it?
You wouldn't be able to tell from where you're standing.
What about now?
Now you'd be able to. Roll me a quick intelligence check to judge the distance. Because you look down and go, that's not a small fall. That looks like a painful fall. But for the exacts, I'll need that roll. You're guessing probably 30 to 40 feet.
It's not terrible.
No, but it fucking hurt.
Yeah, I'm not about to jump down that.
Alright, Torquil, take about 15 steps forward, right next to Asmi.
Right.
There you go.
Maxine says, "Look over here."
I'll be right next to him since, riding on his shoulder.
As this group is moving along together. So, Xerxes, do you say anything to the rest of your party as you look over the edge?
No, I'm gonna walk back and then say something.
Smart boy! So you're
Yeah, I'm
worried
not gonna
that Dorje
scream.
is going to hear, unless you wave him over.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave him over. Alright, so there's a cliff in front of us. It's probably 30, 40 feet somewhere in that area, roughly.
There's also another cliff beyond it, it looked like.
Yeah. So it looks like it goes down a good bit. We can go along the sides of it, it looks like. I don't see anything yet. Past that.
Also, quick aesthetic question, CC. These routes over here on the map, are they just there for aesthetic, or are
Oh,
they
no, they're
actually
there.
there? Okay.
Torquil, how far can you see? Like, can you see me right now?
Not even. How far away did you just go?
He's fine. He's out of your foot range.
I went one step.
Those that do not have dark vision can only see things that are right next to them.
Oh, that's bad.
So that's,
really
Marshmallow,
bad.
Axie, and Torquil. The moment they get light, they'll be able to see further.
All right,
But we're
nothing's
not-
in the immediate area, so
We're not getting light for a
hopefully
good
maybe we
reason
take
right
10
now.
steps forward and then light that torch.
You know, is there anything around us within? How far does the torch illuminate? I think it was like
It's 20/20 or 30/30. I don't remember. Let me check.
it's 20 bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in an additional 20.
So 20/20.
Yeah. Right. If there's nothing within like 60 feet of us, I'm gonna light this thing.
Well, let's take 10 steps forward so we don't accidentally set the webbing on fire.
Also, remember, Torquil, if you are holding a torch, you will not be able to use two-handed weapons.
Do I have a? No, I never once thought to buy a goddamn lantern. But you know
As-
who does have a free hand?
Hmm.
This guy.
Ruben, yeah. So Torque will hold the torch to Ruben. There you go, lad.
Yep, Ruben will take the torch and, if he can do so with a controlled firebolt, set it alight.
Okay, easy enough.
So now Torque will. Oh, that's better.
I didn't see anything over in that area. He points over to to the left.
By the way, with
Can I
the
get a perception check from Dorje? As
Torkoal
Dorje,
stops that.
you
I'll see the cliff, lad. Don't worry.
do hear something. Or at least
Okay,
your
I'm
ears
gonna-
prick.
I'm going to use one of my hero points.
It's hard to tell, but you think you hear a groan from somewhere ahead.
I hear something from ahead, like straight down on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Points toward the chasm in front of him.
Look past that cliff.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't good.
Is there a way down?
I think I see one along the side.
All right, let's see.
Oh no, somebody's been mounted. I think it was Asmir. It was.
Ah.
So y'all are carefully making your way down. The ground is rather steep here, taking you from that level down to the next. This little plateau is about 20 feet down.
That not good at all.
You can see
Is
that
the-
one's about 50 feet down. From where you're standing is actually about 70.
Is this
There's
web
a
I'm
lot.
seeing like on the ground, or is it like crossing the chasm?
It's in the air.
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna whisper over to everyone, guys. I just saw someone.
Really? Where?
Down at the bottom.
All right, about face Torkoal. We're heading down south.
Well, no, it's a cliff over there. I just could see the person down there.
How steep a cliff?
Looks about the same as the previous one.
That one would be probably 30 feet, and then under that is a massive cliff.
Something I don't want to jump down.
I would go around like this because I think it would probably go. Yeah, like I thought.
Meanwhile, Ruben on shoulderback is being very careful not to set any of the webs alight with the torches they're passing by him.
Fair.
Asmir's kind of keeping an eye on the ceiling to make sure there's nothing crawling on it.
You're well out of range of it at this point as y'all are making y'all's way down. But y'all are making y'all's way down and down, trying to find your way all the way to the bottom.
This is a path down to the next level, right? Right here.
Very narrow one. I'll need an acrobatics.
What do you think? Risk it for the. How far down is this cliff?
That one, you've gone down a little bit more. Is 50 there. It's probably about 30 feet.
CC, I have proficiency in acrobatics, seeing as I'm, yodeling off of Torquil. Will I be able to give him advantage?
No. You are not
Ah.
big enough to balance him, and you being on his shoulder will actually make things worse for him.
All right, in that case, I will do my own individual acrobatics check as I will hop off of his shoulder through the narrow passage.
Me too.
Oop, I've had advantage clicked on. That should be just a 10.
Okay.
A 3. I could use my inspiration. I could use a look point, but I feel like I'm gonna need them for whatever's about to happen later on. So, yeah, I'm just gonna tumble.
Gotcha. So Torquil falls off. I need one from Asmir.
I'm going to use the hero point.
I'm gonna laugh if there's a path down right here, and Dorsch didn't even say.
Torquil's the only one that falls. Torquil, you take 10 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as your foot slips off and you go crashing to the ground. The only one I actually need to roll for is dear Marshmallow, who has disadvantage. But Marshmallow is just like, I am a spider hamster. Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Does Dorje see another way down over here?
No.
So I just fall on my face.
Yep.
Oh.
Technically, it'd be your face or your back, whichever one wasn't facing the wall on your way down.
Well, I'd be walking with my back to the wall, so
Yeah, you would have fallen face first then.
yeah.
Alright, Dorje's gonna try and come down.
Dorje, didn't you already roll? No, that was
No.
perception. Okay, Dorje, you're fine as well.
Is that path down right over here?
Yes, it is.
Come on, lad.
Yeah, okay,
Ow.
you may not be able to see until just now, Torquil, but there are some wet casings here.
Is this one wiggling at all?
Not at all.
Is it?
Can we go
does it
down?
look- Hmm?
Can we go down this right here? Is this
Yeah,
a
it
way
leads you
down or?
Down here, yeah.
Okay. But it's not like steep or anything. Like we don't like it's literally like
decently steep, but it's better than the one you came down before.
okay.
So from my current position, there are about 4 casings I can see. Are any of them wriggling?
Not a single one.
I can see something. Dorje is gonna point down southwest. There's something down there.
Hmm? Oh wait, I think I see something. Yeah.
So you all moving together as a group?
I'm definitely following after Torquil so I can get back on his shoulder.
Once y'all get about... Stop moving.
Ah.
Oh.
What happened?
And as I said, stop moving.
I wasn't moving.
Where'd Torquil's fucking token go?
Hold on.
I saw you
Yeah, it
off
went
the-
somewhere to the bottom right.
Yeah, mine's gone too.
I see it. I got it. Don't worry about it.
You've been banished.
To the shadow realm.
Who knows
Sorry,
that?
Tim.
Who learned that spell?
To the even lower dark.
First of the Lord.
This isn't your average everyday Underdark. This is advanced Underdark.
But as y'all are making y'all's way along, Doots doing a fly, I need another perception check from... Oh god, Dorje's the only one that can. Okay, Dorje, I need a perception check from you.
And I give.
No. But Dorje, you're the only one that hears the skittering coming.
Shh, guys, there's some skittering coming.
It's not that kind of skittering, as in, the skittering is coming. The skittering is here. You're the only one that doesn't get caught in the surprise round. As they start jumping out of fucking nowhere. Because you were the only one that had the passive high enough to fucking beat it.
Okay, I was expecting spiders, but not spiders with bright green grue noses.
Let's get some initiatives.
Yeah, I saw my name there. I was like, okay, yeah, cool.
Alrighty. So, surprise round. The way it works is you do not have a turn. during the first round, unless you did well enough to actually pick up that these fuckers were coming.
Which would be Dorje.
Dorje managed, he's the only one who had the passive that let him make that roll, unfortunately. I needed a fucking passive of 15. Because these little fuckers are sneaky, and Dorje heard them coming. He's the only one that managed to draw his weapon, and they are incoming fast. So let me get this all ready to go, as this one comes flying at Torquil. Also, with surprise rounds, you cannot take a reaction until your turn has passed during this round.
Oh shit!
As
This
it's
is gonna
going
hurt.
to jump up and try to bite dear Torquil. As it's going to get a good bite into your calf as you suddenly feel a burning pain in your leg. As the thing is not doing what it needs to. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, Torquil, I need a Constitution saving throw against poison. You are going to save. You only take the 2 piercing damage
Nice.
as it bites into your leg. That brings us to this one over here. Who's jumping down to try to attack dear Marshmallow. That is going to be a 21 to hit. It is 3 piercing against our dear hamster. And they need a con save. They're going to save. And steal one of the fucking spider's crits. This one's getting in behind Axie. It's going to get her as well. 5 piercing. Actually, you should be at full health right now. Why are you not? And minus 5 damage. She needs a con save. She is going to save as well. Bringing us to another spider. This one's coming all the way down here and going after Hamster. It's going to crit Hamster. Or Marshmallow. For 4 damage. Hamster needs another con save. He says no. I don't care about your poison. I am hamster. I am protected by fur. That brings us to Axie. Axie now has access to her reaction. That brings us to this little dude who's coming in after Xerxes. That is going to be a 17 against Xerxes. Nope, it didn't actually roll. That's Axie's con. Marshmallow's con. That is a 15 against Xerxes. That's going to hit. 5 piercing and I need a con save. You are also going to save against the poison. Asmir, you now have your reaction back and are able to use it.
You said
Dorje.
5, right?
Yes, 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Dorje, you actually responded in time. You have your turn.
Okay. Seeing his friends getting attacked and likely trying to get poisoned, I'm going to cast a bless.
Okay, who are you targeting?
I'm gonna target Marshmallow, Torquil, and Xerxes, because that's the ones who are kind of surrounded right now.
Gotcha. Make sure to put your concentration on. It is round 1. Anything else for Dorje? That is your 10th health, not your concentration. Concentration's the blue book.
I don't know.
You hover over it and click that. Instead of left clicking with your mouse, you click on the number pad. There you go.
And I'll move up here.
Who was the other one that got blessed?
Marshmallow, Torkoal, and
Xerxes.
Xerxes.
Xerxes. Make sure you put bless on your token.
I am. I'm looking for the thing right now. Is it?
It should
There it
be
is.
the top somewhere.
I see.
All right, you managed to move over there to back up Axie and Saphira.
That's it.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us to Marshmallow, who now has their reaction. Which brings us to Doot, who has theirs, bringing us to another Goblin who's coming forward and going for Sizzlewick.
The spider, isn't it? Or is it goblin spider?
It is a Goblin Spider. It is going to jump in, but Sizzlewick is able to react just in time to dodge out of the way. More luck than skill. Ruben gets his reaction. Saphira gets hers. Torkoal gets his. This one's going to try to bite Ruben. That's a 10. It misses.
Mm-hmm.
Sizzlewick gets hers. This goblin spider up here is charging down after Asmar. That is a 22. 7 piercing. Need a con save.
And I'm going to use a hero point.
Gotcha.
Thank God.
Good thing you did. You get a save.
All right, that was 7 points damage.
Yeah. Brings us to Xerxes. He now has his reaction, but now we're at the start of round 2. Everybody is now fully out of the surprise round. We're back to normal combat. These things are no longer hidden from you. You know they're there, and now they're coming, which means they lose their advantage. This one's going to take a bite. That is going to be a 12 against Torkoal, which I know misses. This one's going to go for the unarmored hamster. That is a crit fail as Marshmallow steps on it. This one's going for Axie. That is a 19. It manages to get in on Axie's ankle, dishing out 4 damage. She needs a con save. She is going to succeed. That brings us to this one, who's also going after Hamster. That's going to hit for 3 damage. Hamster need a con save. He is going to fail and take 3 poison damage.
He's blessed.
Oh, yes, he is. That's only an 8. Still fails. That is going to bring us to Axie. Axie is struggling a little bit, being surrounded by spiderweb. She doesn't want to light everybody on fire. And her shape spell doesn't work well with that kind of stuff. So she is going to go for a disadvantage firebolt since she's in melee. She's still going to mark her hit. She only gets the 9 from that. And then she's going to use her bonus to attack with her longsword, which she's going to manage to hit with. That gets the extra damage. So that is 9, 10, 20, 26 damage as she brings the flaming sword down on this goblin and just cuts it in half. That is going to bring us to the spider over here, who still wants Xerxes. That's a 7. That misses. Azamir.
So if I wanted to, like, I look over, like there. Do I think if I put a flaming sphere there, it's going to start a big fire?
Likely. You're going to want to be very careful with fire up here. That's why Axie is using targeted spells instead of AoE.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can see the webs there, and you know that shit's gonna catch.
Yeah.
It might
I assume
burn away and be nothing, or light all the webbing around you on fire, and then the fire will fall on you, and it's gonna be a whole ordeal.
right. I'm assuming my scorcher is going to be the same thing if I do that.
Scorching ray, or as what?
Yeah,
You could actually aim that as long as you don't go for a long one and you aim it down. So in the first 2 squares in front of you would turn into its beam range, but you'd still be able to do that without lighting anything on fire. Because that's more pinpoint and you can just blast it into the ground. So That one will be fine as long as you don't do the full. I am a Kamehameha beam. Wah! Everything's.
All right. Wait. Oh, I know. I'll do a burning hands. So that's a 15-foot cone.
You'd also have to burn that one down. But if you're aiming
Okay.
for the top two above you, you'd be able to hit both of them without too much trouble. It's the third one you'd have trouble with.
So if I went, like, could I do that? Or that's not coming from me. That's not coming from me though.
Yeah, you'd be
Like
able to do
that?
it like
Would
that. Yeah, you'd be able to do it and hit those two.
That would get those two.
Mhm.
I will do that. Burning hands.
They are both going to do a dex save. That's an 18 and a 21. Both of them are going to save, so half damage. Three damage to each of them.
And that is gonna do it.
Alrighty, Doroshe, we're back to you, my friend.
Okay, we'll make a spiritual weapon up here.
Gotcha. Did I actually
To the
give you a
north of this
token
one?
for that yet?
Yeah, you had a spectral cutlass that was moving around.
Yeah, it's in spells. If you scroll down into magic, you can just pull it onto the map. Do you see it? Yep, there
Oh,
you go.
that's not it.
Mm.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, and then we'll hit the one that's in front of me.
There you go. Yeah, if you scroll like way down past your sheet, past the NPCs and whatnot, there's right under the familiar, there's a folder that says spells. Your spiritual weapons in there. If you ever want to pull it onto the map, should be right next to the flumph.
Okay. All right.
Oh, where'd it go? Did you delete it?
I don't know. My Roll20's messing up.
Well, I put it back on the thing. So there we go. But that is going to hit the one next to you. You're going to do 10 damage. It is seriously wounded.
And then we will Toll the Dead on him.
Casting spiritual weapons bonus, yeah? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to... Same guy?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save. That is a fail. He's already injured. That is going to be 12 damage. Killing it outright. As you take a bell and beat it over the head with it.
My turn.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to Marshmallow. Marshmallow got some teeth. Nom nom nom. Marshmallow's going to hit that one north of it, dishing out 11 damage as he bites into its back and rips it apart. That brings us to Doot. Doot's keeping an eye on things. They're going to take the help action over here. They're going to be above Xerxes. They're going to take a help action against this one right here. That brings us to this spider who's trying to bite Sizzlewick over here. That is going to be a hit for 4 damage. Sizzlewick is going to need a Constitution saving throw. She is going to save. Ruben.
All right, Ruben is going to take the disengage action so he can get away from the area around him and make his way southward. 1, 2, 3. How low is the cliff face from this point here?
Probably about 20 feet.
Okay. He'll risk it and slide down that way.
I mean, it's just jump. It's a straight cliff.
Yeah. He'll make a leap of faith there.
Cool. You are going to take 7 damage and fall prone.
Alrighty. Let's see
You
here.
technically be over here.
7. Okay, that's still pretty good. Let's see here. And it would take, let's see here. Half of my remaining movement or half of my total movement to stand back up?
Total.
What are the chances that Ruben left the torch behind?
In none. He's still holding it.
Dang.
So Torquil can't see
Okay.
anymore.
Oh, yeah, that was a little miscalculation, but okay, let's see here. 20 feet, or 15 feet to get to here, 20 feet in total to get down here, since, that fall was not under my own power. So I have 10 feet of movement left, even though it's crawling.
Which would be half movement.
Okay, so that is one more click down then.
As you can
Yeah.
see, this individual is on the ground. He looks to be in a real bad way. Let me send you a quick image, Ruben.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, he is seen better days.
He is actively bleeding as well. Also, Ruben, can I get a perception check with advantage?
Can do. Let's see here. Advantage on perception. 11.
Ruben, the ground's slightly shaking underneath you. Can I get an investigate to try to identify it?
Alrighty. I can't guarantee it'll be much better though. Let's see here. Investigation. Okay. 13.
Ruben?
Technically better.
You spent a lot of time in the pit, so you're familiar with earthquakes and the like. That's not an earthquake. Something is tunneling under the rock right underneath you.
Trapdoor spiders. Ruben
Not a
is kind of...
trapdoor spider. Trapdoor spiders dig out their tunnel and then sit in it. This is something actively digging through stone. Because
Even
you're
worse.
not in dirt, you're in hard stone. Or you're standing on hard stone. Well, laying on hard stone anyway.
Ruben is going to, as a free action, kind of whisper call out to the guy. Hey,
He doesn't seem to be conscious.
it's still alive.
You can tell by looking at him, he does not look conscious.
Okay. Then yeah, that should be everything for Ruben's turn.
Gotcha. That's going to bring us to Saphira. Saphira is going to gesture forward with a hand and launch a bolt of fire of her own. She is going to hit the one right next to Torquil. Dish out 8 damage to it, as it is seriously injured. Bringing us to Torquil himself.
Alright, Torquil's going to enter into his rage. Magical effect number 7. Let's see here. So now
Difficult terrain around you. Cool.
for my enemies, not for
Yep.
anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly the most useless one.
I
Damn
mean,
it.
it makes things much harder to get at you. And
Yeah, I
get
like the
past you to
visual
get your
of it.
enemies.
I like the visual of it making like your own sort of like vine webbing around you.
Mm-hmm.
But Torquil will swing his sword recklessly at this spider. Turn on rage damage. There we go. Right in that. And 23, 25.
That's gonna hit. You're hitting the one down to your south.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead.
For 12 damage. And then I'm going to start trying to make my way. I'm going to go next to Xerxes.
Okay.
Hoping someone gets some light up in this bitch.
Oh, that's right. You have disadvantage. You can't see.
I can see 5 feet within. 5 feet around me, right?
That's to let you see. You're still blind. You have disadvantage. So that's
Yeah,
still
but
a
I
normal
use-
shot, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But do remember, you are technically blinded
Yeah.
now that you don't have a
Mm.
light. You're getting flashes of light as fire keeps shooting out from party members, but not enough to properly fight by. I do the 5 feet around you, so you're not completely blind
Yeah, I'll put that on
as
there.
a player, but you are technically blinded.
There, I put the blinded thing on.
Or anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, it's going to bite you with advantage. It's going to crit. Because of course it does. It's going to be 8 piercing, and I need a con save. That's going to save, so just the 8 piercing down to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Sizzle. Sizzle's in a bit of a predicament over here. They're going to go for a sapping sting to the one that just attacked Torquil, I believe. Yeah, that's the one she wants. She's going to go for a sapping sting. Needs a con save. It is going to fail and take 3 necrotic damage, but more interestingly, it becomes weakened and collapses to the ground. That brings us to this goblin, who is going to try to eat Asmir. That is going to be a crit fail. Asmir's fine. Xerxes.
I just want to say before this,
Mm,
I thought these were roots when I walked by.
no, they are not.
Yeah, I realize that now. Because at first I saw this one up here and I was like, that's a really weird looking root.
Yeah, it almost looks like a person crouched down, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade, and I'm gonna take an attack at this one.
You have advantage.
Okay.
That is going to hit. As Duke distracts him, giving you a clear shot.
Doesn't Shadow Blade do something when in darkness?
Naturally has advantage.
Yeah, but you
But he's
can't
already
stack
got
advantage.
advantage,
So
so.
yeah.
7 psychic damage.
Let me put my concentration on, but that's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty, you also bloody this little fella. Which brings us down to this guy who is dead. Which brings us to this guy who is dead. 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 Axie. Axie is going to shift through Saphira, moving this way. She is going to send a quick bolt past Xerxes. She's going to nail it for only 1 fire damage. She doesn't have the movement to keep going, so she's going to stay there. This goblin's going to try to bite Xerxes. That is a crit. 6 damage to Xerxes. I need a con save, and actually, you are not going to have that damage come through to you. You are going to get warded.
Do you still need the con save?
No, you don't, because the natural damage doesn't get close enough to actually poison you.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure.
So you only take that 6 piercing.
Nice.
Meaning you have... And it doesn't go from your actual HP. It goes from the ward. Which is going to be the yellow bar for you. Alrighty. Asmir, that brings us to you.
I'm going to shoot 3 magic missiles at the one that's on top of me.
Gotcha. Do me some
So
damage. You only have to roll once. It's whatever you roll times 3. That is going to be 15
very
total
nice.
damage, as that kills it outright as the bolts shear through its body. One of the legs goes flying.
And then I'm going to move. Oh, going to move up to there.
Gotcha.
So I'd go up and then over. So yeah, and that'll do it.
Alrighty. Dorje.
Okay, we'll move the spiritual weapon and hit this other guy over here.
Mm-hmm. That is going to hit for 7 damage.
And we will toll the dead him as well.
Wisdom save. Crit fail. 5 damage. He is dead. As y'all are making quick work of the goblin spiders.
And we'll move to there.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Well, that brings us to Marshmallow. Marshmallow's gonna go... Marshmallow, can you get anywhere you can actually be helpful, buddy? 10, 20... Actually, surprisingly, you can as you go over here and bite that guy in the back. Nom nom nom. Crit fail. Poor Marshmallow. He also can't see anything, so he's disadvantaged. I'm not surprised. Dude's gonna take another health action. What brings us to a dead spider? Ruben.
All right. First and foremost, have movement to stand back up. As he's doing so, he's putting the torch, in his tail for a moment, so he can free up a hand and move
I
over
do
to this
not
guy.
think your tail is dexterous enough to actually hold a torch. I don't think you're prehensile.
All right. I need to free up a hand for cure wounds, so.
I mean, you could just drop it then. You can't. There's nothing around him that can like light up, can it?
The most
Okay,
I can think of would be like the tree roots here.
Ruben, you also notice a major issue as you are now next to him. He is
Mhm.
heavily bound.
Okay.
He's also not dying at the moment.
Okay, not dying at the moment. Is unconscious though.
Yes.
All right, then Ruben will instead be using his action to. Will I be able to carefully burn off the binds with the torch, or will I need to be something a little sharper and with more precision?
You're likely to burn him if you try to burn it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Then I'll set the torch down to the side and take out the very hand axe that I picked up, and use it to start carving through the for the bindings.
You notice these are very thick bindings. It will take you more than a turn to cut through them, even with a good, sharp implement. If this was anything other than dwarven steel, you don't think you'd be able to get through it very quickly at all.
Now, what about a good flaming piece of dwarven steel?
Then you're in the same situation where you're gonna burn him,
Well,
which will start killing him.
Well, I mean, if I use the spell Searing Smite on this hand axe.
You're still likely to burn him.
Okay, just regular axe then.
No heat.
Yeah, as I'll start carving away at him. If I can see Doot from my current position, like I don't know how high up in the air they are right now.
You jumped off a 20-foot cliff.
Okay, so there's too much of an overhang.
Correct.
All right, just focus on my work then.
Saphira is going to send a bolt flying again. She's going to miss. Torque roll.
All right, Torkoal is going to attack the one that is down, so I don't have to use my reckless. This one, right? It's
I mean, one's down, one has a help action.
Oh, okay. So no matter what, I have advantage, but which will
Uh-huh.
turn it to normal because blind.
Yep.
And I strike.
That is going to be
8,
a
12.
12. Which one were you going for? Down one or help one?
That one.
Well, also do remember if you attack the northern one, you have flanking with Marshmallow, if that matters.
Oh, I can't even see that. So yeah, I'll attack that one then.
Yeah. All right. So that is going to turn into a 12 up to a 14, which means it hits. You're going to do
And that's a
9
2 and a 1.
damage.
That's a
That
2 and
doesn't
a 1.
matter. It's dead.
Oh. All right. And I can't do anything with a bonus action. Let's go.
This one's going to stand up. It's going to try to bite you. With advantage. It misses horribly.
No, because I didn't. I didn't.
You're still blind.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Still misses. Sizzlewick's going to try a recharge. They're going to get their recharge. They're going to send a arcane blast over. They're going to nail that other one as it's standing up. And they're going to just cave in its head.
I can't tell. Are all the things dead?
All
Do
the
I hear
things
any
are
more
dead.
skittering?
No, you don't.
Oh wait, I just saw what time it was. Jesus.
I know.
Real quick question. So when I took that hit and the ward was put up, do I need to do a concentration saving throw as well?
No, because it never made it through to you.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Effectively, what happened is she put a wall in between you. It tried to hit you, but never actually made it. So you don't need to roll against the poison because it doesn't get into your bloodstream. You don't need to reach concentration because it doesn't actually hit you.
Okay.
So you all hear the fighting stop. It's just the heavy breathing of your allies around you.
Torkoal, I saw Ruben go over here, right?
I mean, you can
Torkoal-
still see the light kind of down there.
Am I able to see the cliff that you jumped down off?
I mean, yeah, that you can't actually see the light. Something is blocking it. It's not hard to guess. That's down there.
You said it's 20 feet, right?
Yep.
And I'm still technically raging, so Torkoal immediately jumps down. Probably landing like a goddamn boulder, but do I have to roll like an acrobatics to see if I land on my feet or my face?
No, it's 20 feet. You're just face planting. Because it's just
All
going to hurt. So give me a second here. That's going to be 6 down to 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But as the rest of the party is catching their breath, you'll start to hear something. Clapping. Coming from back near the entrance.
The fuck?
Well done, well done. As predictable as surface dwellers always are. Kill him. As Ruben, the ground under you starts shaking a lot harder. As you feel the ground erupt around you, and Ruben, you've got a problem. As two massive insectoid beasts burst out of the ground. One burst out behind you, and you're semi-turned to face it when another one bursts out of the ground and grabs the dwarf. Its claws digging into his flesh. As next time, we're going right back into combat, ladies and gentlemen. But unfortunately, we're over time, so we're going to have to end it there. So good job, everyone.
I'll get one last tagline out before we end.
Go ahead.
Ruben just sees these things appear and grumbles, I really hate the lower deck.
But I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. We should be back to a normal schedule next week, so we should see you then. Come back to see just how badly this goes for the party, or how well. We'll see. Peace.